I know that's really random.
No, not really. It's not random at all. We were talking about music and how
That's fair.
ACDC fucking sucks.
They have
We're gonna
they have
start.
two good songs, in my opinion. Two.
Okay, that's discounting
rest
the
of the-
fact that every single song, including those two songs, have the same fucking drum beat.
Not big balls.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's their only good song.
That's one of their good songs.
What's the other one then?
I've got big balls.
Balls! That's the only good song they have, in my opinion. The other good song I think just sounds good, in my opinion, lyrics-wise, is "Dirty Deeds."
Yeah,
Dirty Deeds, yes.
Dirty
Yeah.
Deeds is
Yeah,
pretty
I mean
sweet.
that's one of the few that he doesn't sound like Marge Simpson. So
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Wait a minute.
like,
You just press the button that makes everything clear. I see the flow of time. I see numbers flying
I
towards
can
me.
see clearly now.
Science
The
is the
rain
answer.
is on.
Marge Simpson's the lead singer for AC/DC. No picture my mind from this. Dolan, you're my new favorite.
I just now I need an artist to draw a picture of Marge Simpson in a fucking schoolboy outfit with the hat like pushing down her big blue hair.
It's just. And I can't even do it. AC/DC riff. I can't think straight anymore.
That's,
God.
How old are those guys? Jesus Christ, that makes me think.
Ancient primordial beings of distant time. How old is he?
Welcome to the Cold Open Podcast. My name is Joe. I'm joined here today with a few of my comrades. We've got Dolan.
Yo.
We've got the Scapegoat, Logan.
Hello.
And then Federal Sales Tax, Mugga.
Greetings. And salutations.
Yeah. Yeah, so fucking Jesus. Okay, we've already been going off about music, so it's probably a good place to keep going.
I just looked. The lead singer 73.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my god. That's older than my grandpa.
73.
Angus Young is 66.
Not so young anymore there, but
That's
Jesus. And they're still putting out albums.
yeah, like
great.
consistently.
Good for,
actually.
good for them. Like
I mean, it's
physically
not
and
hard to
mentally
play the
being
same
there.
3 chords.
I know,
Talk
but
about
when
being
you're,
a dead
you're
horse.
that old, you can't really play very much.
My grandpa can play a banjo more different
better.
songs. More better.
I'm
Plenty
just
of
gonna
different
say,
ways than AC/DC can.
I'm just gonna say that as a musician, mad respect to anybody that can fucking pick a banjo. Jesus, dude, that shit.
I've been trying to learn how to, and that shit's hard.
That's on another
like-
level, dude. Honestly.
Yeah, I picked up the mandolin for a little bit, and that shit was pretty easy to like get a hold of.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like playing a ukulele, but not at the same time. But the banjo is just a whole different ball game, dude.
What's that instrument where it looks like a sperm, but it makes different sounds?
It
Well,
looks like a
Automaton?
It's like a music note. What? Say it again. Don't.
Automaton?
That one.
Yeah.
I want one of those. I want to buy one of those.
Like $20. You can get them cheap.
Hell yeah.
Zane has one, and it's not the best.
I don't care. It makes funny noise. It makes me happy.
Did you ever see the video where they did the Bohemian Rhapsody cover with it?
Oh my god,
Wait,
yes.
that's a thing? Hold up.
Yes.
It's really funny. It's really good.
So
You can right now.
Oh.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
So since we were talking about AC/DC, I got to give them props for the Thunderstruck like guitar solo thingy. Or I guess it's not
yeah.
really a solo, but like that's probably the only good part about that song is the fucking guitar.
Yeah, I get that. It's pretty unique. And, I mean, AC/DC, it's weird, right? Because they came out in the 70s. They're technically considered an Australian rock band. But they definitely came in a time where music was starting to be a little more, I don't want outrageous. I'm not really sure if that's exactly what I'm looking for, but it's like what other music was coming out in the 70s, right?
Black Sabbath,
Pink
I
Floyd.
believe. Metallica, Pink Floyd.
Right, and then
Aerosmith?
yeah, Aerosmith, Led Zeppelin was still in the early 70s. They were probably
Leonard
closer to
Skinner,
60s.
I believe.
Yeah.
All the big name classic rock bands we think about remnant today happened in the 70s and 80s.
Right.
Thanks
Yeah.
to LSD. I mean,
You're not wrong.
Yeah, that's not even a lie either. Jesus. So yeah, and it's weird to look back and listen to AC/DC's music and realize they really did play it pretty safe, honestly, in terms of like the rock bands of that time.
Compared
except
to
for
like Judas
absolutely.
Priest, Black Sabbath.
Yeah. those are very, how to put this, edgy Satanic Panic bands that really spawned that era.
Yeah, say you nailed it. Satanic Panic was a big deal then, because like everybody started to get worried about hair bands and stuff like that later on, but these guys really started it. I mean, like, have you seen fucking like they're a lot more tame than a lot of the other bands, but like Led Zeppelin, like some of their concerts are very like you can tell everybody in the fucking in the crowd is high, like on 15 different substances.
Another band was Rolling Stones was another one.
Mm.
That was a
I
big
don't know if it would be called like hair rock, wouldn't it? Like Twisted Sister and
No, that's
did
it's
that
hair
come
rock.
out in the 70s
Like
too?
hair metal.
Kiss. Yeah, Kiss did. I'm not sure about Twisted Sisters.
What's the other one? Who did Silent Night? Whitesnake.
Yeah. Yep. Whitesnake.
Another hair metal band.
Yeah.
But I wrote a paper for college English on the Satanic Panic because I got bored. So it's so interesting.
The kind of motherfucker to write a college paper because he's bored. Got it.
I wrote it because I love the subject. I find it hilarious. But I find it so intriguing that the religious right was like, this music's the song of Satan. And it's just a bunch of guys vibing in a garage. And it's just, if you look at the lyrics here, your kid should have known, you should have known better than to play this for your kid. That's all on you. And devolved into like a whole parenting fiasco.
Right.
And how like generations may or the other generation who raised them and never-ending loop. So it's very interesting.
I just find it funny they said that, like Black Sabbath and that was like quote unquote satanic metal, and I guarantee you they haven't even listened to like death metal of today.
Right. Dude, it's funny. I was talking about Slipknot earlier. They're not even death metal. They're kind of like on the easy end of metal, to be honest. Their early stuff is very is a lot more like angry hardcore in my opinion, but the start of the first couple words of, I'm pretty sure it's Disaster Piece. I want to slit your throat and fuck the wound. Like,
yep.
Like that's.
I want to push my face in and feel the swoon.
Yeah. I want to dig inside and find a little bit of me.
Well, that was the start.
You're supposed to keep going, goddamn. We're just gonna talk through the lyrics of fucking Disaster. But yeah, so that's right. So it's funny to look back at the 70s and be like, wow, people thought these guys were crazy, and now we're looking at like fucking Hammer Smash Face, fucking what is that? Like Cannibal Corpse and shit like that. Like it's fine.
Like their I Come Blood and shit.
Yeah, exactly. I Come Blood. That's a good one.
That's so extreme.
Yeah.
I remember this band Ghost. They're really recent in terms of like coming out, like performing and being a named band and stuff. But they're like if the 70s Satanic Panic and rock combined in a band and just blasted same music. Not like extreme like Gorse that we talked about before, but like literally worshiping Satan.
Yeah, like in the traditional sense. Like
traditional satanic cult band. Ghost from Sweden.
And
they make great music.
Yeah, they're not even super intense either. That's what I think's funny, because like they've got a lot of really good songs, but they're not like fucking 200 BPM or anything like that. You know what I mean?
No. They're a different type of extreme. Not for like raw force and like graphicness. It's just like the theme of the songs.
Yeah.
Or the opposite of
like
extreme.
If you listen to it, it's like classic rock sounding.
Yeah.
But
Circe, Scorehammer, Dance Macabre, all these songs, they sound great. Rats
is really good.
Life Eternal, all these are great songs. And then there's He Is. What else am I to say about that song?
Yeah. No, it's good stuff. I'd like to say you mentioned a little bit earlier that like rock, modern, like kind of pop rock, I don't even know what to call radio rock has kind of hit this slump where they've started to become really samey.
Oh yeah.
But we do also have really creative bands like that. Like, who else has come out recently and they're just straight, very clearly like this is actually just satanic. Like they're not trying to throw it in your face. They're not like sacrificing children or anything like that. They're just like, whatever, man. Just dress up in a fucking satanic Baptist outfit. It's whatever.
They're such a good unique band, though.
Yeah, but they have the music to back it up, though.
Exactly. They have the chops.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's weird. Because I've grown up. My dad, metalhead, through and through. I mean, I came out of the womb listening to fucking Rage Against the Machine, like System of a
same.
Down, fucking Stone Temple Pilots, Pearl Jam. Like, that's the stuff I grew up on, you know?
Toxicity was my first CD, and that came out a month before I was born.
You too?
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. Like, legitimately, Toxicity was the first album I've ever owned. It's really funny.
Yep.
I was born in 1995. So,
Great album.
yeah, it
Oh,
was.
one.
Yeah, there you go. I actually got it when I was 6. But yeah, it's a fantastic album, and you know, oh my god, that album, and then I also got Down with the Sickness. I got the Sickness album.
Disturbed is such a good band. We didn't even mention Disturbed before.
I mean, oh god, you guys had to have heard that.
No, I love Disturbed. Disturbed is phenomenal.
No, the fireworks going off in the background.
Oh yeah, I heard I heard like a crackle and stuff.
That's okay. Happy 4th of July. This is not being recorded on the 4th of July.
Happy
Anyway.
American Day.
But yeah, since we're talking about music, I did want to ask you, Logan. So your album, you just dropped your album not too long ago. Paper Planes and Atomic Bombs. I was gonna say nuclear.
Yeah.
Paper Planes and Atomic Bombs. Great album. I'll have that linked in the description below.
Oh, fuck
Great
yeah, dude.
name.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Also, we're not just gonna sit here and suck you off because I listened to the whole fucking album when I was on break. This shit's awesome, and your cover of Pink Floyd was really good.
Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd.
Hey, I see.
Yeah.
Great song.
Yeah.
It's a great song.
So, I wanna ask, what was your inspiration? Not necessarily, maybe the whole album. Yeah, like what was your inspiration for writing this one, putting it together? I guess.
So I actually have 2 albums out. I have one that I did a while back, probably like 2 years ago, and that was more of like an acoustic punk album. And I haven't been in the punk scene where I live for a while, just because COVID and everything. And
Right.
I wanted to like kind of ease back on that type of music. You know what I mean? So I decided to come out with something that's a little bit more soft and just something that. Because I've always vibed to like Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, all that type of stuff. So I kind of took inspiration from their kind of music to make the softer type of stuff. Like we were talking about it earlier, that the musical theory thing, where
Yeah.
it's like the same 4 chords. Pink Floyd does the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Their song "Pig on a Wing" and "Mother" are the same exact chords basically. And so I was like, well, if they can do it, I could do it, you know? So, like, a few of the songs are with the same exact type of thing, but a lot of them are also my own types of riffs that I came up with.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's a reason that tried and true 4-chord thing has existed for as long as it has. It's because it fucking works.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. It just, I just wanted to get that out there because I, not only do I love to support the homies, but you know, I think I'm really good friends with a musician who is currently doing a cover of Metallica's One. But let me tell you, this is the kind of guy that eats, shits, pisses gent. He is yeah, exactly. Right. This is the kind of guy that when you think about music theory, he's basically mastered it. It's amazing. So, you know, not every song has to be like that. Not every song has to push the limits of what is mathematically possible with music.
like
Sometimes.
Yeah. So, like, with that, it's fun to test those. Doing what works will get you places, but also going outside of the box will get you just as far most of the time.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
No, absolutely.
So, yeah. But go on with what you were going to say, too.
No,
Sorry, I didn't mean to
you're
interrupt.
good. That's the cool thing about this podcast is like we can all stop and listen to one person talk at a time. And also, guys, feel free to cut in. I know this isn't a normal thing you guys do, so just
It's all good.
if you got a topic, just go ahead and lean into it. But yeah, music is such a universal thing, and that's why I've always loved covers. and it kind of sounds funny, but I think I put a lot of value in musical covers. For instance, the Bad Wolves, their recent cover of Zombie, right?
That one's so good, dude.
It's not only is it a standalone and amazing fucking song, I think it did the song justice.
Oh
yeah. I mean, originally we're gonna do the song with Dolores until she passed. But
dude, that shit broke my heart when I read that. I was like, Dolores, she has such a. I don't know another female not just female, a vocalist with her talent. Like, she's so good. Kind of like Enya.
Amy Lee.
You know what I mean? What's that? Amy Lee.
Amy Lee.
Oh my god. Let me get me started on Amy Lee. she's wonderful. She's amazing. That brings up another one because we were talking about Disturbed earlier. The Sound of Silence. Oh
my god. Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Can I say one thing? When the writers of the original song say, "You've outdone yourself. This song is now yours," no one can talk shit about it again.
Yeah.
Simon and Garfunkel literally said, "Disturbed. Oh my god, I love the way you did it. The song is effectively yours now. Be proud of yourself." And they just left.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, Simon and Garfunkel, for Christ's sake, those guys are amazing.
Legends.
They've always been one of my favorites. And that brings up another. It's funny you mentioned that story about kind of like losing the song. Johnny Cash, when he covered "Hurt" by Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah.
It was the same thing. Trent Reznor and.
You're not alone. Neither do I.
Yeah, I'm
lead singer of
Nine Inch Nails.
Nine Inch Nails.
Got you, Trent Reznor.
It was Trent. Okay, yeah. Well, Trent Reznor is just like, yeah, because at that point, Johnny Cash pretty much was finished writing and doing music. He just, he was at the end of his career, and he just kind of was done with stuff like that. And this song came up, and the way that Trent talks about it in those interviews, he's like, that's not my song anymore. I've lost that song. Johnny Cash, of all people, covered this song. I have no stake in it anymore. He
just went up, took it, ran with it, and damn, was it beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, and shoot, since we're on the topic of Johnny Cash covering songs, fucking Rusty Cage. He covered Rusty Cage, and that shit was good too.
Was that a cover or redo?
Cover.
Okay. Who's the original Rusty Cage?
And what I was exposed to that song in the funniest place possible. Can you guess where I first heard that song?
Go on.
I'm gonna say jail just because of the name, but I don't think you've ever been to jail.
I've never been to jail. No.
Okay, well that's good to know.
They've never caught me. No. Actually, I found it in prison. Segue to Call of Duty: Mob of the Dead.
You're right.
Zombies. That was the secret song.
So it was in jail.
Yeah. No, it was in prison, asshole.
The fact that Logan wasn't wrong. The fact that Logan wasn't wrong is kind of frustrating.
I know. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Mob of the Dead, I will die on this hill. Mob of the Dead is the best zombies map ever.
Origins
is phenomenal. Very, very close, but to me, I just liked the gangster aesthetic in the prison. I thought it was harder than Origins. Origins is very easy because it's really open. It's got fucking 4 different wonder weapons as well as upgraded versions, and like, don't get me wrong, Origins is okay. Objectively speaking, Origins is probably better, but I like Mob of the Dead more.
I think Mob of the Dead had a great story to tell when playing through it.
True.
So that's just my hot take.
Johnny Cash also covered Personal Jesus. I didn't know that.
Also, Cocaine Blues, I'm pretty sure was a cover, wasn't it? Or that was an original?
I don't know.
Interesting.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. Cocaine Blues is wrongly attributed to blues singer Luke Jordan on Van Ronk's record. Jordan did, in fact, write a song called Cocaine Blues, but it was different. It was a different tune entirely.
Okay.
Oh. Now we know.
The more you know.
The more you know. I love that meme so much.
Yeah. So man, now I want to go plug in my PlayStation 3 and play fucking Black Ops with 2 zombies, dude.
Well, that could wait.
Can it though?
I mean, it can.
I
If you have the resolve to wait.
I don't. I really don't. Frankly,
Okay.
Black Ops 2 was so good.
Well, we'll just take it from here. You can edit it
I'm
later.
thinking
Oh,
about
cool.
it.
All right.
I give me the password, Corn. I'm ready.
The password is
Joe, Mama. Got him.
Yo, daddy. Got him.
Shit.
edited in post.
I'll just watch the video.
But yeah, well, since we're talking about fucking Call of Duty, man, did you hear that they already leaked 2023 Call of Duty?
You serious?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like Black Ops 5 or some stupid
They
shit.
just couldn't keep it in their pants, could they?
No, absolutely not. Which is a little depressing, if I could be honest with you.
You think they would learn? I don't know. A mod kind of discipline, but they want the money.
Speaking of new games coming out, did you guys hear about the Square Enix? Well, it was a
E3?
quiz. No, it was a quiz they had on their website, and they kept on asking about like GTA 6, and so like fans were getting like, oh, maybe GTA 6 is gonna be announced and da 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 da, even though
2025.
did it actually get officially released or what?
No, everywhere's saying 2025 though.
Wait, hold on. You said GTA.
GTA 6.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, and it was on a Square Enix quiz,
What the fuck?
and they had nothing to do with GTA 6. It was just like on their website. It was a quiz that kept on going on and on about it, and it's like, what? Like,
That's really weirdly specific too. Like,
yeah,
oof.
that's
Okay.
what I'm saying.
Dude, I mean, I'm still fucking steamed about that last match we played. That fucking mission was trash.
Although with the
dude.
cars, we had to
Yeah.
drive the lowriders away from the cops.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was so tired. I didn't have the energy to be upset.
No.
rightfully so.
I was running on fumes. It was 3 a.m.
No, I had the energy to be mad for both of us. Don't worry.
Solid.
Well, okay, so that's an interesting concept, like Square Enix making GTA.
Oh, dude, it would be such a better game, honestly.
Probably. Oh my god, Rockstar, like, it's weird. Okay, Rockstar, I have such a love-hate relationship with these guys because they can make such wonderful games. Red Dead Online is awesome.
Both 1 and 2.
How long
Yes.
did it take them to fucking come out with it?
Right, how exactly. And
Let's
then
see.
and then also on top of that, how fast did they stop caring about it?
Oh,
It took them
was-
8 years to
It was
make
depressing, dude.
that we
how
know
fast
of.
they gave
Right.
up on it. Like, I was hoping we get like a I was hoping we get like a gold panning like add-on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell
And
yeah.
then I think the last thing they added was like the Trapper DLC. I don't know. I haven't played it.
Wait, that was the last that they added?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's the one where you can shoot the animals with like trank darts and take pictures of them and stuff. That was the last thing. But
Speaking of
GTA
games.
5, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Speaking of games that taking forever to come out, so I just looked. Skyrim came out November 11th, 2011.
Yep.
They announced Elder Scrolls 6 about 2 years ago. Howard Todd came out and said they haven't even started working on it.
Yeah, I
This
mean they
week.
also have been putting out other games too. They put out like 76.
Listen,
And
Todd Howard.
Elder
Todd
Scrolls.
Howard. I kind of hate him.
Don't we all?
Yeah. Well, okay. I am not. This might be heresy, I guess. I have a love-hate relationship with Skyrim. I
It is-
adore Oblivion. I played a lot of Morrowind, but that game was kind of complicated. For my little brain when I played it when I was a kid. Skyrim is too dumbed down for me to be fun. Like I played it the other day. Like, it's always fun to pop on, like, you know, I'm gonna be only a magician. I'm gonna be a barbarian who wears no armor but uses a two-handed sword. But you always fucking switch back to stealth archer every fucking time.
That's a fact.
You're a cursed man, Corona.
What do you want from me? I speak
No,
only the truth.
I loved Skyrim. For
Mhm.
the longest time, it was just a way to play games and have fun. Because to me, personally, there was no other available fantasy game like Skyrim at the time
Yeah, that's fair.
that I knew of. And of course, it's never winnership like that, but Skyrim was easy to pick up, fun to play,
Yeah.
had a long storyline if you played it correctly. In terms of like taking your time doing side quests, not playing every day, and enjoying the game, enjoying the world. It was a great game.
Yeah.
And then they just
Oh,
kept
no.
milking it
Don't
and
get me
beating
wrong.
the hell out of it.
I'm not arguing that it's not a good game, but the fact that it's been on 3 console generations,
That's what I
about to be
mean.
4.
That's
wait.
what I mean.
it's about to be
Being
3.
milked.
It's been 3. Yeah.
It's being abused.
Yeah. Well, it's
Just
because
like GTA?
Bethesda, just like fucking Fallout.
Oh,
Seriously.
don't get me started on Fallout 76. That game was a
No,
mistake.
I'm not even talking about Fallout 76, man. I'm talking about Fallout 4. I'm talking
Oh,
about
what's four?
Fallout 3. That shit's
Okay,
depressing, man.
I will say Fallout New Vegas. Probably one of the greatest games ever
Best
created
game ever.
on a
Yep.
console. In general.
Well,
Story,
that,
phenomenal. Gameplay, passable.
that can be attributed
World,
to the fact
great.
that Obsidian made that game with
Yes.
leftover assets of Fallout 3.
Is it Outer Planets
Outer
or Outer
Worlds.
Planes? Outer Worlds.
Worlds.
I get to play it, and I've only heard good things.
Yeah,
I love
they're
it.
making a second one, and it's such a good game.
Oh, I'm so ready. My body is so fucking ready.
Now we're on the topic of these kind of games. What about BioShock?
Mm.
Oh, they announced a new one. I'm waiting for
Wait,
it.
what? Excuse me?
It's in the talks of a new one.
So is it gonna be like 2K? Who's doing it?
Oh,
Was it
My-
2K that did those games?
I
Yes.
believe
So,
so.
yeah. Okay, so I just re-looked it up. 2K did announce it, but it's going to be a new studio called Cloud Chamber.
Okay, I
It's
assume
not going to be like Gearbox, I believe, who did it. Or
Fuck
no, that's
Gearbox.
Borderlands.
All my homies hate Gearbox. Fuck
Agreed.
Gearbox. I'm sorry, guys. That's probably also a hot take, but I cannot stand what.
Actually, wait, I take it back. I do that.
How they threw out Borderlands 3.
Well, yes, literally that. Also, Randy Pitchford is just a slimy bitch. He's just
Quick
a
thing about
slime
Borderlands
ball.
3. Can I say one thing about Borderlands 3?
Yeah.
You literally fight the Paul brothers.
What?
Logan Paul and Jake Paul, the twins
Yeah.
in Borderlands 3, like the main characters. I forgot their actual names because I don't really care about them.
Oh, I thought you were talking.
But see, that's
That's you,
also its main problem.
You
Yeah.
fight Twitch streamers, and it's stupid.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, Dolan, because I agree. Like, I played that game for a bit. I don't even remember the main classes. Like,
Borderlands.
genuinely.
But yeah, we still know the bosses of 1 and 2,
Oh,
and maybe
Cromrax, all
pre-sequel.
hail Cromrax.
Fuck, pre-sequel is better than 3.
Yeah,
Dude,
That's
is
a hot
saying
take.
something.
that
is
probably
saying
is.
something.
That probably is a hot take, because that game was hard for me to even get through, because, like,
Can I?
the whole space thing is just...
May I add? In my mind, Claptrap to me carried that game.
Which
Sure.
is funny, because I think Claptrap is the worst part of
Oh,
Borderlands.
it is, no doubt. But
He's
Am I the one person who likes Claptrap?
probably.
That's fine by me.
I don't know. What are your thoughts, Logan? You haven't said anything in a while.
Sorry, I muted myself.
No.
Wait, how long have you been
I-
muted?
Just for like the Borderlands talk.
Okay,
But I
okay.
like Claptrap, mainly because there was a PS3 game that came out and it was like Poker Texas Hold'em and it had
Yes.
Samson. Did you ever
Yep.
play that?
Yes.
Oh,
dude.
and it had Claptrap and everything. That's the only reason why. I like
Jack
Claptrap.
Black also likes Claptrap because he's voicing him in the movie.
Oh shit!
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about the movie.
You have just convinced me that Claptrap is now my favorite character, and I'm gonna go watch the Borderlands movie. I hate you for it.
Say
But...
more, brother.
Oh, I mean, I don't know if I want to watch it because Kevin Hart's going to be Roland.
What?
Wait, hold on.
That's my question. How are they going to take?
Roland?
They're taking the most serious
Wow.
character of the Borderlands series, making him play Kevin Hart or Kevin Hart having. You know what I'm
I
talking
think he's trying to stray away from it. Like he was in that new movie, Fatherhood. I
Fatherhood?
think. Yeah, I don't know if that's supposed to be fun. I didn't watch it or all.
I think it's like a very realistic, true story of a like. Of course, it's true story, but it's realistic. But like single father. That's the whole premise of the story. Is a single father trying to cope with a loss with the loss of his wife and raising a child alone in terms of being the only parent. And it looks very real and very serious. I might watch it because it looks pretty good. But I think that's the only one of the few serious roles Kevin Hart has ever portrayed.
Yeah.
I mean, just like Jamie Lee Curtis is going to be playing, what's the person's name?
Jamie Lee Curtis?
Lilith. I'm either Lilith or Tannis.
Wait, Jamie Lee
Probably
Curtis?
Tannis. Yeah.
No offense to Miss Jamie Lee Curtis because she's a wonderful actress and I loved her in Halloween. But she's super old. Like, what is she doing playing?
I think she could play Tannis, but not Lilith.
Yeah. I don't know. That seems
I
like a
think
weird
it is Tannis. I just couldn't remember.
It's all good. It's all good.
I just have a bad feeling that the writers for the movie are like, Borderlands is really funny, right, guys? Is funny because everybody says it's funny. Like that's what all.
Who's gonna play Mordecai? Who's gonna play Brick?
Well, what I'm saying is they're probably
Zero.
Not... Oh, Zero! I love Zero.
Wait, is it Borderlands 1 or Borderlands 2? Which one are they doing?
Wasn't Zero in the first one too?
No,
I think he was referenced.
Yeah,
but not a character.
Right.
Or they might just be making a movie in the universe, like the Resident Evil stuff.
Hope...
You know what I mean?
If that's the case, spoiler: Roland dies.
Yeah.
So,
damn. Wow, spoilers for
Borderlands
2. Yeah.
Roland dies. Okay.
Roland fucking dies, bro.
I'm glad I played it before we spoiled it.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that game, but Roland dies.
But it's like it's such a heartbreaking moment. It's like, and then compare it to 3 with
Maya dying.
Oh,
spoilers!
Spoiler
Maya
for a game.
Okay,
Maya,
okay.
Game that's
One
like
of you
2
at a
years
time,
old now.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Wasn't it Lilith?
Maya and Lilith both died in that game. Yes.
Yep.
Maya was like about the Paul brothers. Sorry, keep going.
And it's like it's still it's like you don't feel any emotion when they die compared to like when Roland died.
Yeah. No, that shit was pretty heartbreaking. I can't lie.
Roland had my, can I say favorite death scene of a video game?
What's that?
Of like the Borderlands franchise.
Oh.
Roland easily has the best character development story, everything.
Mm-hmm.
From beginning to end, favorite character in terms of story. Well, that's a good question. What's your favorite in-game character death?
Ooh.
Like an NPC or player character, anything from any
Ghost
game.
from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Oh,
rip.
That's a good one.
The heartbreak. For me, it's got to be Dom from Gears of War 3.
Dom!
God.
It was such a heartbreaking.
It was
moment.
Okay. That one's genuinely heartbreaking because, like, you really felt for Dom at that point. Like all the shit
because he lost his wife and shit, his brother.
Yep. Also, I know it was made like as a joke, but all the Carmine brothers dying, that like you knew it was gonna happen, but that shit always got me every time because it just was so unlucky.
You said Ghost, and I can't think of a better one off the top of my head.
The villain from Far Cry 3, I can't remember.
Boss.
Not the main one.
Boss.
Oh, yes.
Dude, him dying like just had me. It was too much.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Apparently, 6 is going to incorporate him.
Yeah, because you're supposed to be able to play as them in some kind of fucking like nightmare mode or some shit. I can't remember exactly what I heard.
The thing is I think they wasted an opportunity with Voss. They killed him way too early in that game.
They could have done like at least one more game with Voss.
Yeah.
Like,
Bro, he could have had a whole ass game to himself. You know what I mean?
Imagine playing as him. He's the main character.
Well, like a prologue?
Yeah, something like, I don't know. I like him. I like him as a character.
Okay. Talking about Far Cry, it's a great game. It's just chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The whole game is chaos. But I think Far Cry 3 was the last great one, in my opinion.
5 actually kind of brought it back, in my opinion.
I love 5. Don't get me wrong, I love 5. But there are some campy parts I think watered down just a little bit, but 5 is still a great game.
True.
But as a legendary title, 3 stands alone in that franchise for me.
Yeah.
But Dolan's not wrong. 5 is a great game. I played the hell out of that game. Shovel Launcher was phenomenal.
Primal was a great game.
I never played Primal. It seemed like it was too much
Primal
of a
was
gimmick.
good.
Okay. I thought about going back and primal
Priming.
Primal.
for priming primal, but for the sole fact that you could ride a saber-toothed tiger and help mammoths, I could return to monkey.
Okay, you've sold me.
It was literally returning to monkey.
Return to
spears.
monkey.
Monkey. Returning to a less hairy monkey with spears.
Okay. So, like, if we're gonna be real though, because I think Ghost from Modern Warfare 2 was a little too easy.
It's a good answer, but kind of low hanging fruit.
Yeah. So I've got two.
Go
Soap
on.
from Modern Warfare 3.
Oh God.
That was a genuinely heartbreaking death because
And the way Price reacts.
oh, it was so real. It's getting me kind of choked up thinking about it. He's just oh man, because Price is a dude. Captain Price is the motherfucking OG. This dude does not crack under pressure. And I think they portrayed him very well in Modern Warfare 2019. I think he was a phenomenal. The new actor is really good. But when Soap bled out and on that fucking table and he's just like no, you know, that just like trying to wake him up, like that shit hurts. Like that still hurts.
Because it's real.
Yeah.
It's a real reaction one would have. We could feel it.
Right, and we have been playing with or as Soap
For years.
for three games. Yeah. 4 if you count playing in Call of Duty Ghosts. You could get him as a skin, but that
Modern
really
Warfare 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
And the first one. So Modern Warfare, yeah. Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. In my opinion, probably the best campaign trilogy there is in Call of Duty.
Yes. Trilogy, yes.
From start to end.
I'm gonna argue Black Ops, World at War, Black Ops 1, and Black Ops 2. I'm gonna argue.
Okay, yeah.
Because
Reznov and shit.
Listen, the fact
the twist in Black Ops 1, oh my god, dude.
I still like have a hard time wrapping that around my head that he just is dead the whole time.
Okay,
Yeah,
He was just vision.
Oh my god, bro.
I will say for mind games, like messing with the player, Black Ops is way better.
Yeah.
No, hands down. Black Ops messes with the head of every player who touches the campaign. In a phenomenal way. It tells a phenomenal story with Mason, Woods, Reznov.
Fucking Bowman getting beat to death in that cave, dude. Oh.
What about Hudson?
Hudson getting absolutely fucking creamed by Menendez, yeah.
Okay, thinking about it, Black Ops is slowly catching up to Modern Warfare.
Well, that's the thing is like Black Ops wasn't afraid to kill its characters off. Modern Warfare had a lot of like star power behind their characters. So like and we'd all call bullshit if like Price died, right?
Yeah.
But Ghost is literally just the voice actor for Gaz from the first one. And some people think it's the same character. It's not, unfortunately. Gaz died in the first one too.
Yeah.
Anyway, getting off topic. So, Soap dying, and then and I guess it kind of also counts Yuri dying at the end too.
Yuri.
Yeah.
Yuri, the guy you play as for the like during the no Russian mission and shit.
Yeah.
No.
No, that's
No, you play as Yuri in that.
No, you don't. Well, you don't play as Yuri. Yuri is there.
You play as Private Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Yuri is the one that Price kicks down the stairs.
In the lap 3 when they're fighting Makarov, yeah.
Yeah, he dies when they're he sacrifices himself to save Price when they're fighting Makarov on the ceiling.
One of the best wrap-ups to a campaign, in my opinion, with that fight scene.
Makarov, Makarov getting fucking hung from the goddamn ceiling.
You could tell that was out of pure hatred too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and he lights a fucking cigar.
And just gives him the biggest, meanest metaphorical middle finger to Makarov's body hanging right there. Cool comic book Price whips a cigar, lights it, and enjoys every moment of it.
Yeah. Because let's be honest with ourselves here. Price committed So many war crimes.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Those
Oh.
games are riddled with war crimes. Okay, jumping back to war crimes.
Oh, okay.
Black
Good
Ops.
segue.
What a great segue. Black Ops and Modern Warfare, I will say, portray a very in terms of I think they translated one of the best ways from like actual war stories and the events
Yeah.
to a game.
Yeah.
Because because it's really hard to take the feeling of going to combat, risking your life for your country in a video game. It doesn't really mesh well, but they do a phenomenal job of projecting that and telling the story of it and giving the feelings of it because it isn't clean. Civilians die on both sides, and you lose men. It's a tragic reality, and I think Black Ops 3 portrays the Cold War and Korea and Vietnam perfectly.
Yeah, the Black Ops trilogy. Yeah, well, and it sucks because we look at Black Ops 3, and it wanted to tell a good story, but
It had no campaign.
well, no, that's
No,
Black
I
Ops
agree.
4. Black Ops 4
Oh.
didn't have a campaign. Black Ops 3 did have a campaign, but it was so fucking forgettable that you didn't remember it existed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is that the question? Is that the one where you play the drone at the vents in the floating island area?
That's
Yep.
that's the one where you play a campaign that is purposefully placed out of order, and the only way to understand the actual events playing out in the game is by like taking a screenshot of the game, pausing it, and reading like the in between scrolling text. And it's so ass backwards.
That's frustrating.
It is frustrating because Black Ops 3 had the possibility of becoming a fantastic story about at what point do you stop becoming a man? At what point are you more machine than man? Like metaphorically, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Soldiers are effectively machines to that end. You know, they
Yeah.
do what the government tells them to do.
They're mentally changed. That
Right.
that part of the human isn't there anymore.
Exactly. So, like, how many parts of you can you replace before you're not human anymore? And they could have told a story similar to that, where, like, they set up this situation where they were using human minds to, like, create an artificial intelligence from the individual people's minds, and it went rogue and started infecting regular people and taking them all. It's just it's so weird. It's so they tried but they didn't try. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
On the topic of weird Black Ops campaigns. Yes, all these segues are phenomenal. What do you guys think about Cold War's campaign?
Haven't played it.
Haven't played it.
Nope.
Corn or Joe and Donald? Donald? How about you guys? Dolan? Sorry.
Dolan.
Dolan.
What movie? I mean, game. Sorry.
Cold War, the newest Black Ops.
I was iffy.
You were iffy about it. Okay.
Okay, that makes two of us. Cool.
Personally, again, I'm gonna be the odd one out. I liked it.
No, okay. Cold
In
War.
a term,
Cold War has
Yeah.
good combat. And I do like the fact that you could find collectibles and sort of like you had to piece together an actual series of events during the campaign to like get a good ending or whatever. My problem with that is it led to me replaying missions just to find like bullshit lying around the map to complete shit, because I'm a completionist. I like it when the little bar gets filled up. That's my favorite thing. So when I look at this fucking board that has all these clues and stuff that I'm supposed to know by now that I just don't know because I just don't have the information because I just didn't look in a fucking cupboard or something on one of the maps. It just, that aspect really took me out of it. But other than that, I think like the baseline story was pretty good. And the way that they handled character creation was pretty cool, I think. Because it wasn't really like visual, it was just like writing your own backstory, and it changed how people talked to you and how they reacted to you and stuff, which I think's nice.
I will say I agree with you on the fact that the collectible system could have done a little bit better, or if not done away with totally. But I think it could have been done way better. Yeah, agreed. But I think it plays into the idea of being a spy and espionage, where you have to look for stuff. You have to go out of your way to find the clues.
Sure. But when my small monkey brain runs through an area, kills every fucking enemy in the thing, and then a checkpoint hits, and then I'm automatically thrust into another room, regardless of what I wanted to do or not. Like,
that is fair.
It's annoying. I gotta keep replaying. That's a problem with me. But
okay, my favorite, I will say, my level of enjoying the game kind of went up very, very fast at the end. Like I was like, this is like another campaign of like, oh, we're gonna go kill bad guys. Oh wait, I'm my own character. Cool, neat. More bad guys to kill. Kind of plateaus a little bit, and then it goes, and towards like the last 3 or 4 missions, it just went up exponentially.
yeah,
Because my monkey brain was like, I'm not who I wanted to be, or like I'm not who I was told to be.
right. Yeah, I
And
get
it's like,
that.
I love that they had enough. I'm gonna. This is a very generous statement. Very generous. They had enough nuts to do a twist, but it's not a lot, but enough.
The post credits scene, if that's what you want to call it, for getting like the perfect ending or whatever in Cold War, is very good.
Yes, like Ashes to Ashes, or when you fight. Spoiler, anyone who hasn't played the game yet.
No, just leave it. Just leave it at that. You and I know what happens. So does
But
Dylan.
Yeah, but
So
the two
basically, fuck you. Fuck you, Logan.
I'm just not interested in
The ending-
Call of Duty campaigns anymore.
very good.
True.
Well, okay. So what was your favorite? What was your favorite Call of Duty campaign then? Logan?
Black Ops 1.
Black Ops 1. Why?
Yeah.
Black Ops 1 is my
No.
favorite Call of Duty period, but I just
Oh,
want to
dude.
hear what you got to say.
Just the story of it, and like I said earlier, the twist in it when you find out that what was his name?
Reznov.
Reznov.
Yeah, Reznov. I always want to say Richthoff or what.
Richthofen.
GTA.
Richthofen is driven from zombies.
Yeah, no, I just feel like the twist in there was really good. I think the gameplay for being the time period the game was released was awesome. And honestly, it was probably the last one that I played that I can run because it just has so much nostalgia behind it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
What about you, Dolan? What's your favorite campaign? If you've played them. You there, Dolan?
My headset died?
Oh, there you go.
there
There
you
you go.
Yeah.
Technical issues.
Don't worry. I'll edit that in post.
No, you won't.
And yells it out so he remembers.
Facts. Yeah, I gotta put. Wait. I had to put a spike. in the audio, so I knew where it was.
Context yelling. Why am I getting yelled at?
Anyway, so yeah, Dolan, favorite Call of Duty campaign, go.
It's a mix between 2 and 1 Black Ops.
Yeah. Okay.
Because two is what like really got me into metal music with like the ending with Carry On from Avenged Sevenfold.
Dude, yeah, come on. What?
That band is phenomenal.
Wait, you don't need a wheelchair? What, that? No, I'm just fucking lazy. That shit was good.
I will say, which is one of my favorite characters. Continue, Dylan. Sorry.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if somebody put a fucking gun to my head and was like, one that you enjoy the most, go. I probably had the most fun with World at War. Because my friend had it on the Xbox, and I went over to his house. We played every Halo game. I was a PlayStation boy. I'm still a PlayStation boy. I'll always be a PlayStation boy. But I went over to his house. Really, this is like hitting some crazy nostalgia for me. And we stayed up playing it on Veteran, and we beat the campaign in 2-player. And it was fucking awesome. It was the best. It was so like real, bloody, gory. It was like intense when at the end when you had to choose between who to save. Spoilers for like a fucking 15-year-old game, whatever.
15. Sheesh.
I actually don't know how old World at War is. But and then after like it's like 3:00 in the morning, we're so fucking tired that we're like we can't stand it anymore because this game was brand fucking new, and then there's a plane crash, and your character is trying to wake up. Like, what the fuck's going on? And then a zombie sprints out of the fucking fog and kicks you right in the face. I know that's not what they actually did, but that's exactly where it cuts out, is the zombie like kneeing you in the forehead. And
2008.
and then fucking knock their own Toten.
Yep. No.
Knocked their own Toten. And that kicked in and we were like, what the fuck is this? And then like zombies start tearing apart at the fucking, and we're like, whoa, whoa. It was like, I cannot tell you how genuinely terrified and also happy I was to learn that there was more. So like in terms of nostalgia, it's either that one or Black Ops 1. Because I have such like emotional attachments to those games. My birthday's in November, so I always used to get the Call of Duty games right on my birthday.
I mean,
The game came out in 2008. World War dropped in 2008.
Wow. Jesus.
I was 6. I just corroborated myself. I know I'm 6 when that game dropped.
I was 13. That makes sense.
You know what's weird about like the nostalgia of video games though? It's like if we went back to play those, we'd be like, what fucking graphics are these? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yep. It's like I can count these pixels.
No, yeah, that's not even a joke. World at War looks like shit.
I remember
It
when
came out in
Black Ops
2008.
Yeah.
came out, Black Ops 3 came out, and I was like, oh dude, I kind of want to play some Black Ops 1 Zombies, so me put it on the Xbox because it was like cross-platform. It was newly cross-platform, so we bought it, put it on. We're like, what the hell? Like compared to Black Ops 3 graphics?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, I know. It's crazy. And I think that's where like Modern Warfare sort of has a little bit of a leg up on the Black Ops series. Not necessarily because it has better graphics, but more so that they're more
engine.
Yes, correct. The engine is more like it's sort of set. It lends itself for grounded graphics like that, and everything just looks really clean. Modern Warfare 3 still looks really good. Like there are some kind of sus models. Don't get me wrong, but
Question. Not about engines or games like that. It's not a game. What's your guys' view on Call of Duty Ghost?
Oh, I love it.
oh, good. Okay, I was gonna say that too, but I was afraid I was gonna get hung on a fucking.
No, that game was phenomenal. It was one of my favorite, if not my favorite Call of Duty games. And it's a close tie for number 1, so it might change every now and then. But a very consistent competitor is Call of Duty Ghost.
So my counter question to your question, Mugga, wasn't Ghost the first Call of Duty to introduce finishers and whatnot?
I believe
No.
the first one introduced executions, was it?
No, there
What
were
was the
not.
first
one? What was the
There
first
were
one?
not executions.
Are you
There
sure?
was executions and Ghosts.
No, there
I'm
wasn't.
looking this up.
I'm like 100% sure.
I
No,
think
you're
you're
not.
Cold War.
I'm
I promise you.
Modern Warfare, Cold War does. I'm not sure
Yeah,
about
Modern
any of
Warfare
those.
2019 was the first Call of Duty to introduce one-hit melee backstab assassinations. I promise you. And the only reason I know that, and I know Call of Duty Ghosts from top to bottom, because I stood in line for that motherfucker when I pre-ordered it, right? It was like fucking 3 o'clock in the morning when I finally got it and got home and got it downloaded and stuff. I pre-ordered my clan name, my clan tag and everything. And that game had the best feature any Call of Duty has ever had with the Clan Wars. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever played the Clan Wars, but seriously, dude, that shit was fucking revolutionary. You hook up the Call of Duty app with your phone, and, like, it would give you challenges, right? So there were people in your area, generally. It's like, okay, this clan took over this warehouse. To take the warehouse over, you have to get 15 headshots between your whole team in the next team deathmatch, and you also have to win it, or something like that, or win 5 domination matches, or something like that. It gave you a reason to play as a clan, and you don't even necessarily even have to play. You don't even really have to play with your clan to help. You could play by yourself, but as long as you were pushing towards that objective, you were like doing something. And if you captured all of the like locations, you got like clan points. And my clan was called Taps, the Ghost Hunters, you know. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that show, if y'all are too young for that shit. But yeah, so I've played that game so fucking much that I promise you there are no executions in that game.
No doubt.
I think he's right, but I will say Call of Duty Ghosts. I love and kind of. I'll just say what it is. The way they did the care package system and the kill streaks with the briefcase, that was cool.
Yeah.
It was interesting because it was something new. I think it was what was it? Commands,
Field orders.
field orders. That's what it
Yeah.
was. That was a cool addition
Yeah, I
because
agree.
it added like a different way hunter and prey in that kind of game mode of already being like a hunter in a way. So it just added that more chaotic idea into it, energy, which I found very nice to have. Will say I love the Ghosts campaign.
Ghosts
I think-
campaign. Oh, go ahead.
Just to add on to like the kill streak stuff, this multiplayer. Before we go back to the campaign stuff, I think one of my biggest things that made Ghost though was I was getting into pod at the time, and they had Snoop Dogg in it, and that was like my favorite part about the whole game. Is you could have Snoop Dogg like telling you, oh, you can now call in a fucking spy plane or whatever. You know what I mean?
Ghost campaign was fine, but it was a little too cliche, a little too kind of boring for me. Like Rourke as a villain was like, oh, he used to be a ghost. Cool. Whatever. Like it just
Didn't have the same power as
Yeah.
other games.
not
No, that's-
really. He didn't really do anything as a character. He just didn't matter. And like the whole fucking sequel bait that they tried to do with him, it's not good. It's just not good, man. I think they should have done more with Riley, the dog. Not to mention they like. It's just it's good, and I'll be the first one to say this too. I think Extinction is a better game mode than Zombies.
Oh,
Uh,
agreed. Personally, I never liked zombies. I don't know what it was about it. Maybe I'm just bad at the game. But
No.
Extinction
it was
phenomenal.
definitely better than Black Ops 4 Zombies.
Oh God, yeah.
I love Extinction.
But maybe Black Ops 1 and World War Zombies, but not Black Ops 3 or 2.
The reason I like Extinction so much is that it's structured. It has sort of those RPG elements that, I mean, not every game needs those, but it scratches an itch that I can't. I got to admit it, man. I'm a fan of the original Destiny. I played the fuck out of that game. Destiny 2, not so much, but I like RPG shooters. I do. I think they're tons of fun. So and it was RPG light. You didn't really have to worry about like somebody's running like fire ammo, somebody running medic, is somebody running a minigun. Like you could pick pretty much whatever you want to. But it was more than just okay. I always spawn in the same exact room, and I always have a pistol with 32 rounds, and nothing changes because it's zombies. I run to this room, hit the box, get fucked because it's the mystery box. Turn the power on. Maybe do the Easter egg if I want. You know, not to say that zombies is bad, but we've had it for what, like 6-7 games now,
The
and
gameplay loop is
the
the
game-
exact same.
right, the gameplay loop hasn't really changed. While, you can say the same thing for Extinction technically, but every time you played that, you got skill points that you could upgrade every single match. And the challenges were usually different. Only melee. Keep your accuracy percentage above a certain level. Something like that. It constantly engaged you in a way that was more for directed play, I think, as opposed to like turn your brain off. Shoot some Zeds. That's about it. You know what I mean?
So thoughts on Cold War Zombies then, because it does with their new mode Outbreak.
I'm so glad you brought that up because I fucking love Outbreak. I really do. I think it was the natural progression for zombies. I think that's where zombies was going the whole time. Honestly.
Agreed. I think Cold War. I personally, like I said before, not a big zombies fan. Playing with our other buddy Chris on Outbreak,
Yeah.
a lot of fun, phenomenal fun.
Zombies is the only reason why I still buy Call of Duty.
Well, you and
That's
most
a very
of,
common reason.
yeah, I was gonna say you and most of us anymore. The Cold War multiplayer, I think, is very easily the weakest part of Cold War, like by far.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
yeah. I told myself I would diamond the melee weapons. I quickly changed my mind.
I think the multiplayer for Cold War is like when you just want to have brainless ass gameplay.
Yeah.
Like, you want to just hop on with some friends, not worry about what the fuck you're doing, and you just have fun to whatever. You know what I mean? Which
Right.
what should be with any game, but this game nowadays is just brain dead fun. You know what I mean? It's like putting on Family Guy. You know, you don't
it's
learn
the Family
anything.
Guy of first
Yeah.
person shooters.
Go to watch it, but you know if it's there, you'll watch it.
It's just something you have going on to do something. You know what I mean? Like, I never sat there and watched Family Guy for content. Like it had some good jokes here and there, but most of it, I felt like I was losing more knowledge than I was gaining when I was watching the show.
Facts.
You know what I mean? That's how I feel when I'm playing Cold War multiplayer.
Yeah, that's a really good way of putting it. Because and that's the weird thing too is it should be like that, but it's not. Because if you play multiple matches in a row, you start getting match made against motherfuckers that have literally never played another game other than Cold War. So you're just like sweats. They're just like just
I mean, you meet sweats in any game you play. Like it's not a single player game. You'll meet sweats everywhere. For Honor, Destiny, like any game you played.
Right. Oh god, Destiny,
yeah.
Oh, dude,
don't get me started on Destiny. PvP.
Okay.
No, I kind of want to get you. I was gonna say I kind of want to get you started on Destiny multiplayer.
Fuck hand cannons meta. It's fuck shotgun meta.
Hand cannons actually take skill. Fuck you.
I was gonna say hand cannons are my favorite weapon class. No cap.
Okay, can we just say something about Phil Winter's line 1 and 2? It wasn't a shotgun.
Yeah, Phil Winter's lie is that it was a shotgun, and it wasn't a sniper rifle.
Phil Winter's sniper is what it should have been called.
Yeah.
God, that gun, and I will say, pulse rifles, munch way too hard in I want to say mid to early game of D2.
It's hard to talk about Destiny 2 anymore, especially considering I haven't played it all since Stasis dropped, because Stasis actively fucking ruined the game, and now it's
especially in Warlocks.
Yeah.
So Stasis broke PvP. It was just Warlocks just covered up in ice and you just died. You couldn't play the game. So I stopped playing the game.
Yeah, the game.
They finally nerfed it 7 months after it was dropped.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, 7 months after it was dropped.
Oof, that's unhealthy. I'm just gonna
on
say
beams. Yeah, but when it gets to a point where your new content breaks one of your two main gameplay loops, your player base isn't gonna like that at all, and they didn't. Stasis was cool in addition to PvE, but PvP it just made the game worse, which I didn't think was possible.
Right, yeah. No, I totally get that. I don't know, man. Like it's weird because you look back at like the meta when Mida was around.
Hey, Stapler, I hate with passion still. Continue, please.
I love Mida. Mida multi-tool is my favorite scout rifle. I lied. That's a straight up bold-faced lie. What is that? What is the fire one?
Cornflux.
What?
Cornflakes.
Cornflakes?
Solar one?
Yeah.
It's from D1.
No, D2, dummy.
Oh, Polaris Lance.
Polaris Lance. I love Polaris Lance. That shit feels good to shoot. I don't know, man. It's just Destiny's always had really solid shooting, but pretty much nothing else around it. Like the loot grind has always been really bad. Trust me, I went and like. Do you guys remember the grind for Malfeasance?
Oh, I remember the grind for Mountaintop. But that's a different story.
Oh my god, I don't want to.
You didn't even grind for it. You were just present.
I know. I have PTSD from you grinding it.
Dude, I lost. I don't know. My blood pressure was never higher. I'm only 19.
And going back on the refrain on the hand cannons are like skilled. It's like it's not even the fact that I'm not good with like skilled. Because like for say Overwatch, I play Widow and Hanzo as a main, and those are like highly skill tiered characters.
Click head.
Yeah.
You win.
Damage.
And it's like, especially with Hanzo, because you need project, aim, and whatnot. It's just I feel like the hand cannons are stupid overpowered.
Yeah. Well,
I get you there.
Over too long of a range, I think. They should probably be pulled back
to
a closer
range. Yes.
For me in a pistol, yes.
Well, but then, hold on, I'll let you get to it, Mugga. But the problem with that is if you pull it back too far, why not just use a scout rifle? And also at long range, and why not just use a shotgun at close range? It kind of makes them pointless. You know what I mean?
I mean, people already use shotguns as long range.
Facts.
And also,
it's like Black Ops 3 Brecci.
We don't fucking talk about the Brecci in here.
It's when you have too many firearm classes for not enough ranging limits.
Mm-hmm.
Because close range, you have sidearms, SMGs, and shotguns. Mid range, you have also
And,
auto rifles,
then,
pulse rifles, and scout rifles. Long range,
and
you have
then
sniper
it's like,
rifles, scout rifles, and everything else, and rocket launchers. There's too many fire weapon categories for non-enough range increments,
I could see that.
and it's just and if you crowd one range increment with so many firearms, what do you use?
Well, okay,
And how do
the
you balance it?
problem, see, it's not just the range increments, it's the fact that the fucking multiplayer map design in Destiny 2 is
So
shite.
bad. So bad.
Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah, they
Especially
literally
now because the new meta for the game is legit back camp with the sniper, which is what a sniper's supposed to do. But when everybody on the team is doing it, it's kind of redundant. You know what I mean?
Because
yeah.
I'm a small crown brain munching titan in that game, and sure I can snipe, but I'd much rather prefer to shoot with a shotgun or an assault rifle or an auto rifle and just crump you with my melees.
Yeah,
Well,
like
And I
you're
can't do that when the entire team's doing a fire line on the back of their map.
well, there's a problem further when you've got fucking Titans that literally can't do anything other than shoulder charge. And
Oh,
how do you counter a shoulder charge? You shotgun the fuck out of them
you, if you're fast enough,
if you're fast, or you just die. I mean,
or the Titans that dumb, which it happens a lot for Titans because sometimes you get unlucky, but still.
yeah.
But that was the same. Sorry, continue.
No, you're good. It's just it was really interesting that Dolan was bringing up Overwatch because I think that game's meta has evolved way more over its history. As a person who played, I think I peaked in high gold. Not out of any I'm not bragging because that's not very good, and I'm not very good at the game. But then again, I was a tank. I was a dive tank. I played a lot of D.Va and stuff. It's just games like that. I could not imagine the stress of being on fucking Blizzard's balancing team for Overwatch. I couldn't imagine.
they're still unbalanced.
Oh no,
I know,
absolutely not.
but when you're balancing a hero pool in a game like Overwatch, and the meta's constantly shifting with the pros and how they're affecting the player base and everything else going everywhere other direction.
Yeah, you know
It's such a hard job to do, but it can be done a little better in my opinion. But I could see why it's so difficult.
Yeah, and
slow
I don't
camera.
feel like rows should be the ones that carry out the metas
Yeah.
per se, because unless there's game breaking shit, of course,
Exactly.
yes.
But I think in every game, the esports level of gameplay is a completely different game
Oh yeah, 100%.
because they make
compared
their
to
own metas.
You're literally talking to a top 500 Overwatch.
If you look at Siege, if you look
he
at
knows
Siege,
exactly what we're
exactly. If you look at Siege, the meta in Siege compared to in the 1% and 1% is completely different and almost alienish to every other meta in every other rank.
yeah.
I assume nothing for Overwatch. It's just why are you running that comp? Oh, because you just run over teams like no one's business, and it just works. But you never think that way because you're not a pro, because it's not your job to think of how do I make an obscure enough, functional enough team comp and combos to win matches.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was Mugga's TED Talk. Thank you for showing up and listening.
Speaking of Rainbow Six Siege and esports, when are we starting our esport teams, guys?
Dude,
Rainbow Six.
I'm down to play, man. Last time we
Mugga
played.
deleted it already.
Yeah.
I might have. I'll think about it.
Well, last time we played, I had fucking 6-7 kills each match, and everybody else was like, "Wait, R2 is to shoot?"
Yeah.
How do I do that?
Well, because I've just been playing basically with
Oh
me
my god,
most time,
Oh,
bro.
For
It's
Honor.
that
yeah.
game.
So I've
deserves
been
to
taking a
cry.
big break from shooters. I think I'm
That-
gonna take a big break from For Honor because
Well,
that game's.
we're talking about two of the most toxic games I can think of: Overwatch and fucking For Honor. Jesus Christ.
League is worse. League is worse.
League,
than
League is
toxicity.
pretty.
No,
I have played
yeah.
all
Their
these
community
games.
No,
is just-
listen. I'm just gonna say I always put League in its own category
Okay, yeah, fair.
because
Yeah.
League will forever be a fucking
Just
cesspit.
toxic.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Twitter, bro.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
just
No,
cess-
true.
I
facts.
played all these games, and I can attest to all the toxicity levels are being quite, how to put this, accurate in their assessment
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
of League being this toxic turning cesspool of just, no, you can't do that.
Yo,
Yeah,
listen.
and
That's why
I
everybody.
think
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
sorry. I think with like Overwatch and For Honor and Rainbow Six Siege, they're all in their same similar, because if you are better than someone, you'll always get a text message or a message from like PlayStation or whatever, being like you're like calling you cheating. You know what I mean? Because you're better than that person, and it's just
I
I
literally
hate it.
have a screenshot saved right now on my PlayStation, and it was when we were playing Rainbow Six Siege. This has probably been 2 years or so, but I've kept it because I love it. And it says, "Reported to PlayStation, you hacker." I'm like,
It's like, how can you hack on console?
yeah, like even it's not that. I don't know. I don't even know. I'm like, dude, like, thanks for the compliment, I guess. Like, I don't know what else to say
Yeah.
to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will say one of my proudest Rainbow Six Siege is my Tachanka turn ace. And I want to
That was
say,
dumb. That was
dude,
fucking stupid. Everybody
you
peeked
were
the same
there.
fucking angle.
Everyone went to the same window, and I was like, keep it coming, yeah, and just popping grapes with the turret. And there's like Blackbeard's there, he's dead. Sledge is there, he's dead. Tokubi there, she's dead. Oh, that's Sabana, she's dead. Where's Thatcher? Oh, he's there, and he's dead.
Bronze
Round,
players
round
be
one,
like.
I was like, yes, all hail the lower chunks, and they just all died.
Look,
I
man, this shit's why I play Warframe.
Oh my
Power.
god. Oh my god. Talk about a company that needs more recognition.
Yeah, I mean seriously, I've been playing. Listen, I'm MR29, on my
Just eating.
PlayStation. I've got like almost 3,000 hours in on that game. Um, Digital Extremes really knocked it out of the park with that fucking game. That shit, that was my dream for a while, to be a fucking Warframe YouTuber. It's just they can't really keep up with the fucking flow anymore because it's just with COVID and everything. They haven't been spitting out content like they really should be.
So it's understandably so.
Right. I haven't played it, to be honest with you. I think I played it a little bit yesterday, and then I haven't played it for months since then. But it will always be one of my favorite games. But like I like PvP. But there's times when I just want to sit back and like Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I just want to chill and work with my buddies. So like that's the thing, right? Like I want more of that. I want more I don't know. That's just me. I'm a PvE guy. PvP's fun and all, but I poured my heart and soul into competitive play when I like D1, like Trials of Osiris and stuff.
Yes.
But after that, as I've gotten older, I don't know. I have a hard time trying to keep up. It's weird because like my KDs have always been like high 1.0s to low 2.0s in all Call of Duty games up until these new ones. And I'll get into a match and I'll get fucking 40 kills in team deathmatch and it's crazy. And then the next match I'll get fucking 2 and 15 and that's the whole match for me. I don't know. Matchmaking anymore just sucks.
Because part of that reason is you get like I would say a debuff if you're doing really well in your first game.
Yeah.
You do really well your first game, like you said, you get like 40-2. So that's like phenomenal gameplay right there.
Yep.
Your next match, your shots are going to be missing. They're going to be less damage, and it's to balance it out because we have so many people that are like, oh, I suck at the game. Other people should have to suck at the game just so I can feel better about me playing the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when it should be, oh, I suck at the game. I should get better at it, not just hopefully other people adapt to me playing.
There's two ways to look at it. So the main way is that Activision, since we're talking about Call of Duty, Activision is a company, and they want to make money. How do you make money? You allow everybody to be halfway decent. That's why there's Bloom in Fortnite. Because it doesn't matter how good you are at the game, Bloom can still RNG your shots into the floor, right? Loot drops can still RNG you into losing a gunfight, because if the other person has a gold scar and you have a fucking blue AR, you're just not gonna, you can't keep up. There's just no way, sure. Mathematically speaking. But then you try to talk about a game like Call of Duty, where everything should be balanced in terms of weaponry and mechanics, and then balanced by the fact that there is no like matchmaking mechanic, if that makes sense. Like, there should be okay. The reason modern Call of Duty sucks ass is that there isn't two different fucking modes. There isn't casual and competitive. Competitive should
There used to be
a rankings. Yeah, you're right. It used to be in there, and it was fucking great because everybody could get super sweaty, and you can climb in the ranks and get better and better. And if you like stopped at a zone that and you weren't improving, you're like, okay, so what do I gotta fix? And then you like, if you cared about getting good at the game catered to you for getting better. And for the rest of us, it was just mindless, fucking brain numbing. Just let me just shoot some dudes. Let me just pull the trigger on some guys. Fucking dunk on some kids that got this game for Christmas. You know, you know what I mean. Now, unfortunately, there is an elo tied to you at all times, no matter if you're playing fucking competitive or not. And it's bad. It should be connection based on matchmaking. It should not be based on your fucking KD or anything like that.
So you think it should be region locked?
What?
Connection based regions.
No. Well,
yes and no.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, certain regions will have worse connections, i.e., like Australia.
So
and
you want to go
stuff.
like ping based, like
Yes.
baseline 10 ping, maximum 50 ping. EU servers roughly can translate to I think of the word. God damn. American servers, US servers. Yeah, that's what it is. I can't think. So EU server can
Wait,
connect.
you forgot the word US.
Yeah, my brain isn't working right now.
What
I don't
the
know
fuck?
why. I am the oil finder, and I will come back. I start crying.
So to add on to like your competitive play for Call of Duty, how they used to have it, where like if you wanted to go into competitive play and sweat your dick off, you could go do that. I feel like you'd run into the same problem with Rainbow Six Siege. Someone gets really good at the game, they get diamond, they don't want to lose their rank, so they start playing competitive, but still with their 5-man, still playing, but they don't lose their rank. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, casual.
So
Sure.
yeah, casual. So like,
Hey.
yeah, they'll move from rank after getting to the top tier of rank, and then go play casual so they don't lose
Yeah.
it for that season or whatever.
That's
you know,
fine.
and I think that
I think
it
that's
is
fine because at the end of the day, if you're good enough to play in competitive and it's not offering you any sort of like competition, then be a fucking esports team. Jesus Christ. I mean, you can go down the road and find a 13-year-old kid who has grown up on only the modern Call of Duties and could probably whoop all of our asses at it.
Oh,
at the
I don't
same
doubt.
time.
I don't doubt that one bit.
You know, it's crazy, but you know, I think that the biggest issue when it comes to shooters right now is the disparity between competitive and casual. It's the biggest issue that most people face when balancing. That's why when like for instance Jaeger, that's a fucking perfect example. Jaeger in Rainbow Six Siege is a defender. He was nerfed a long time ago. Well, nerfed? Question mark? Whatever. He's a 2 armor. They took away his ACOG to take away his range, quote unquote range, because he's still got a fucking assault rifle. Anyway, I'm not gonna get salty about it. It's fine. The whole point is they just recently nerfed his assault rifle to have a worse recoil spread. And they're like, yeah, this will make him a little less viable in competitive play because he's just always picked on defense, so we want to try to limit his usage. There's basically no recoil on fucking PC Siege, so that does nothing. All it does is affect the people who don't really know how to play the game. It affects, like, casuals. You know what I mean? Like, experts will always learn recoil patterns. Experts will always adapt to stuff like that. Casuals who have no idea what's going on, who haven't played the game in a year and a half, are going to come back and be like, why the fuck is Jaeger's fucking his 416 shooting to the ceiling all of a sudden? What happened?
That is a great point. I haven't thought before. Is balance? People who do balancing work for video games. They tend to balance for the higher percentiles of the player base because that's where for the most part, like big studios like Ubisoft and Activision tend to. Pardon me. They tend to English is a fun language. I know it very well. I promise. They tend to lean towards the high percentiles in terms of uh, balance of the game, and that really just shakes up the lower elos obscenely. Yes, I don't know why I can't think of the word there.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
really
like
tired.
well, we can talk about Clash. When Clash was introduced, Clash was
Obscene.
busted, straight fucking boosted, right? But
You could,
since people discovered that when you put your weapon away, she held her shield a certain way so that you could block shots. She could pull out her gun and like actually defend herself.
yes.
That
The
got
fact that
nerfed into the ground.
the fact that people cranked what 90s to 180s with their shields
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
just bust your grape. That
Yeah.
was probably I wasn't even mad when it happened to me because I was playing on console. A Clash pixel perfect blocked my shots, whipped around, cranked, dome into my head, and just put the shit back up and continued doing her business. Like, well, I'm not even mad about that. I just got dunked on.
Yeah.
I think one
I
of the
admire
biggest.
that.
I
Sorry,
think one of
continue.
the biggest nerfs that happened to a character in Rainbow Six Siege was Caveira, because her pistol used to do like 95 damage or some shit like that.
99 damage when you were stealthed.
We're
Yeah,
not going
and
to talk about Glaz's nerf.
Oh,
Don't.
my boy.
Okay,
we'll
yes,
talk
Dolan,
about-
we're
we'll
going to talk about
that.
Glaz's nerf after this because I was a Glaz main for most of my career. Don't ask me why.
You're sick.
No,
and
but
Please,
so-
no, don't actually ask me why. I can't answer it. Anyway, go ahead, Logan.
I feel like because Caveira is supposed to be like an actual fucking threat to you. You know, like if she's in her stealth mode and that does 99 damage to you and you're down and you're by yourself and you got your whole team exposed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They nerfed that shit to be down to 65 now when you're in your stealth mode. So it takes more than 2 shots now. It makes no fucking sense if it does 65 damage. What's 65 plus 65? That's like 130, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then why the fuck does it take me 5 shots to down someone while I'm in stealth mode with that pistol?
Well,
feel like
so
they're-
the problem with that is that they're changing like armor values and percentiles
Mhm.
so that now armor adds a numerical HP buff instead of a percentage damage decrease.
Okay.
So hopefully that'll clear it up and make it a little easier to use characters like that. But I agree, Kavera is dead basically because her pistol just can't keep up with the DPS of anything else. Why would I try to go for a pistol kill when I can just one tap people and take them out? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, and
And-
I've been playing Siege since it first dropped. I first started on Xbox and moved over to PlayStation.
Hmm.
But I've been playing it since the first drop, and since Caveira came out, she was my favorite. And then they did that nerf to her, and I was like, they murdered her.
And she's
She's
weak
just-
because
she's dead.
They murdered your baby.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
look what they did to my boy.
Yeah, well, they're doing the same thing to Knock.
Yeah.
They're making her not quiet anymore. It's like,
Because
Yeah.
stealth
Her-
in that game is
are
too
you
strong.
are you fucking kidding? No, stealth is too strong in that game because the audio is broken.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean,
They
let's
would
be
fix their audio.
let's be
Why
real
have
with
broken
ourselves
footsteps
here.
when you have no footsteps?
So now we do have to talk about the Glaz nerf because
Oh god.
I hate it. I hate it.
dude.
I hate it so much.
Okay, Glaz will always be a difficult character to balance because he has a DMR, he has a long range optic,
With the thermal.
thermal sight, exactly. Smokes will always be strong with him. The whole meta around him used to be plant, pop smokes, and you have the advantage, right? And they're like, oh well, let's introduce Warden. We all know where that went. Anyway, so they had to nerf Glaz because Warden didn't do shit to defend against fucking Glaz. So
They also got to the point, sorry for cutting you off there, but
no, you're good.
Glaz got to a point where he could solo push a point
Yeah.
with the DMR in a house and win.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
easily.
Yes.
And it's just, I get it, characters can be strong when they play their role, but when your role is meant to be range, support, and cover fire, and you bum rush the building and win, I think that should be altered.
And it was altered.
It was altered
What
to a
happened,
very-
Dolan? What did they do to my boy Glaz?
You have to stand still now.
Yeah. in a game
Char-
about getting one-hit
movement.
headshots.
Oh.
What a day.
Oh.
What a lovely day.
But we all know Ubisoft is known for making phenomenal games, right?
Oh God.
Only the best. Only the top tier games ever produced are Ubisoft.
Yeah. Why would you play any other company's game when you play Ubisoft?
Yeah, you get your choice of Assassin's Creed, Far Cry Assassin's Creed, Ghost Recon Assassin's Creed,
Far Cry Assassin's Creed.
Watch Dogs Assassin's Creed.
No, that Watch Dogs GTA.
Oh, right.
That's the only difference.
GTA Assassin's Creed.
The fact that he's
Square
not wrong.
Enix GTA.
The fact he's not wrong at any of those statements is frustrating.
Yeah, no.
Sorry. But I will say, as a previous Blitz, Blackbeard, and Montaigne main, that game is changed for the best, for good or bad, has changed, because all games have to change eventually.
Yeah.
And the player base will change and filter out and repopulate and go down. But
no game has to change, just make a new one. Hot take.
I mean, that's what Overwatch did.
Wow. Yeah. Who
Destiny
are
did.
you, Activision? Jesus Christ. Let's release another Call of Duty. Don't balance the old one. Start over.
Make another $60, you know?
Yeah, we'll get it right next time.
That's the
Dude,
point.
But they don't.
Exactly.
No, they don't.
That's you do not want to know the sales figures on the amount of money that like Warzone and Cold War have earned.
Over $1 billion.
$1 billion a month.
Billions. It's
the micros.
disgusting.
Yeah, just from micros, not even like Warzone.
Not even from sales.
I mean, Modern Warfare.
Right.
I mean, their business is clearly working.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Oh, it's only $5 for this skin. Let me buy 10 of them.
Yeah. Well,
No,
Bought the whole
because you have
fucking
streamers. You have streamers who buy all the products, and you people who watch streamers like, oh, that skin looks dope, and it proceeds
yeah.
That's what
out
Fortnite
the entire
did.
population of the game.
Well, they're yeah, you're right, Logan. The whole thing is like Fortnite. It's like you're not cool unless you have a cool skin.
Yes.
Except for in Warzone, where like there's an objective, like if you have that one skin,
Rose,
yeah, the rose skin, where you're
you
invisible.
were just black.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
You
That's
blend in the shadows. You were
badass.
terrifying.
So to go off of that, like if you weren't cool, I don't know if any like I don't have a child of my own. I do have a little sister. And she played Fortnite with like a bunch of people like that she's met online and stuff, which I think is awesome because that's how I met you guys, was like online, besides Dolan. But either way, I think it's awesome to meet people online, but like her friends were making fun of her for not having the Banana Man skin. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like my friends never made fun of me for not having cosmetics in a game. They made fun of me for not having a game.
we
but-
make fun of you for being dumb, but we don't make fun
Yeah.
of you.
For not
Everyone does
spending
that to
money
everyone
on a
else.
fucking, and it's just
Yeah,
like
but-
like I don't understand the whole concept of a cosmetic in a game. Like I've done it before, I've bought in them, but at the same time, I played the shit out of the game, and I wanted to support the fucking creator.
So
You know,
yeah,
like-
it's funny you mention that because that's kind of how I look at Warframe.
I was just about to say.
Yeah, I don't know how often you've played Warframe, Dolan. I've
I
spent.
easily have over 2,000 hours.
Oh my god, we gotta play
Jesus
together
Christ.
on PC, I assume.
Xbox.
Fuck, I'm on PlayStation. Oh, I'm so sad.
Sad.
I'm MR29.
Way to flex.
I'm dude. I'm gonna flex that till the day I die. What are you on about? But no, I have spent an embarrassing amount of money on Platinum. I can farm it. It's super easy to get mods and sell them for real cheap and just like sell like prime parts and prime pieces and stuff. And like I've got so many prime Warframes, like full frames, not built, just sitting in my foundry to sell to people or just give away, that I could make that money. But I like to give the money to Digital Extremes because they're a small company that I feel like deserves the money. Activision, on the other hand, their whole deal is to reinforce
Money.
FOMO, fear of money, but it's the fear of missing out. That's why there's a battle pass, right? If you don't buy the battle pass, you don't get these cosmetics that are never gonna come back ever again. And guess what? You know, you're real fucking cool if you get to the end of the fucking thing. Oh wait, no, there's a new battle pass. You got to get to the end of that one, and if you got to, it's this vicious cycle of making people think that there is actual worth in these cosmetics and giving them that little boost of serotonin whenever they actually hit it.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. It's crazy to me that they're very obviously taking advantage, like loot boxes taking advantage of kids. Like that shit's disgusting.
Especially Battlefront 2.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Battlefront 2 will go down forever for
As the
being so
worst
egregious.
business money grab of any game. They changed it, and the game was like, population was like, I'm not going back to that game. Why? What do you mean, why?
Dude, I'm gonna say right now, I will turn it on and play it. It is an objectively amazing game right now.
Yeah.
The way that it's built and designed is phenomenal. The balancing's a little goofy, but hey, it's it's DICE. We know what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
But the way, oh my god, I'm never gonna forget that. And the way that they introduced like the skins costing so fucking much, like, oh man, just.
And the fact that your gear score, or like effective gear score in that game, capped
Yeah.
without buying loot boxes.
Yep.
And you had the only way to progress was loot boxes.
Yep.
And the best way to get them was to buy them.
What was that, Dolan?
That's when you know there's a problem.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. I don't know, man. The problem is there's too much money to be had. There's too much money to be made off of this, and there's always more kids growing up old enough to be able to play. And it's this it's people that value, their hat, their shirt, their shoes over anything else, you know what I mean? And it's cool to be like proud of what you earned and like show and look cool. Like all that stuff's awesome, man. Like you do you, man. But the fact that these companies are objectively abusing like human psychology to make money is pretty fucking gross.
Yeah.
They made $8.09 billion in the year 2020.
Who did?
Activision Blizzard.
Oh my Jesus. So I want to hop back to Warframe real quick. So I'm not the biggest fan of Warframe. I've played it here and there, and it's good gameplay. It's a great game.
You haven't
My
played
favorite
it with
part
me,
about
bitch.
it. Yeah. My favorite part about it though is that you're able to earn your platinum. You don't have to buy it, but you have to grind for it.
For free.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Every currency in a game, every currency that can be used in the game should be able to be earned, whether it's behind a grind wall or it's behind a fucking whatever, but it shouldn't have to be a pay to win, like.
Right. And
I mean, cosmetics don't make you better, but a pay to be.
That's where Overwatch came in clutch. It's all cosmetics with their loot boxes.
Right.
Exactly, and you can earn a loot box.
But the problem with that is it's also filled with bullshit that no one wants, i.e., sprays, fucking icons, fucking voice lines. Like, don't get me wrong, like some of the voice lines are kind of cool. I love Matt Mercer. I'm always gonna play fucking McCree when I get a chance. That's my go-to DPS. I love fucking clicking on heads with him.
Okay.
But to
sorry, go ahead. No, I was just gonna. Okay. Other than filling the loot boxes full of bullshit, you're right. You're not really you're not driven to buy loot boxes in Overwatch, save for maybe the holiday ones, because they're only there once a year.
Yeah.
No, twice a year.
That's fair.
But
he's right.
What
anniversary events?
Oh, anniversary events open up every single holidays.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, never mind. Still, 2 times a year. That's not a lot.
Quick factoid before we continue. Back to Activision has a market cap of $74.29 billion.
Jesus.
That is a terrifying amount of money. What were you?
Sorry.
And I don't know if any of you guys play it, but Activision has ruined World of Warcraft because of that.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I've heard stories. I don't play it, but I've heard. I've got
no, it's just I used to play that game so much.
Mm-hmm.
And then Activision came in and everything paid boost and everything became,
I just looked at Amazon's market cap. Sorry, Dolan.
Oh, no, you're fine. And it's just I'm addicted to WoW. So, I buy into that shit. And it's an addiction.
Mm-hmm.
Really? just like gambling or like drugs. It messes with that same cycle of your brain. It's like, oh, this is fun. I'm gonna do it again, and again, and again, and it just keeps going. It's a cycle easily abused by almost every single major company in history.
Yeah.
Another factoid: Amazon's market cap was almost at $2 trillion.
I don't want to talk
Compared
about this.
to,
This is making me depressed.
Oh, fun fact about Amazon.
Go on.
So they're making an MMO called New World, right?
Uh-huh.
They're already talking about making boost into the game day one to max level.
You serious?
what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Why play the game then?
Exactly. It's like, why play for a game when you can automatically get top tier day one?
I bet the game's gonna be absolute shit after you buy the boost, and people are still gonna buy it just to say they did it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
$1 trillion, 738 billion.
I don't want to talk about this. Let's go back to talking about Warframe. Loogie, you were
Back to
talking about
Warframe.
Yeah. So
Quick, look up their net worth.
another,
Yeah,
another
trigger,
point
trigger.
that I wanted to hop on, which kind of got talked about just then, was you said that it had to do with like the kids growing up in this generation with the newer games, the microtransactions and type of stuff,
Yeah.
and they're playing that psychological game. But the same thing happens to adults like ourselves. I play a lot of VR chat because I have a Quest and everything, so it's like I go on, meet people, I get drunk with random people online, whatever,
Yeah.
But you'll meet people that like, oh, check out my Gucci bag. I paid $1,000 for this, and it's a virtual fucking Gucci. It's
Yeah.
a virtual Gucci bag, dude. When you could get the actual thing in real life.
I can model it. I can model it in
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
for less than
I
that.
can
What
model
are
it
you
off
on
my
about?
phone. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just it is that psychological game. It's like, oh, if you don't have this, you're not cool. But like, I didn't grow up with the microtransactions. I like all of us. I don't think any of us grew up with. It's kind of newer to us, but I'd much rather go spend the money on like an actual shirt. Like I'll spend $30 on a Thrasher shirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
$30 is a lot for a shirt, but I actually like supporting that company. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get where they're coming from, but at the same time, why spend something on virtual shit that's only going to be there for a limited time? Because once game servers are gone, you don't get to see that shit again.
Right.
Like,
Well, that's another thing is they've basically monopolized selling you nothing.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
You're correct. Once the server shut down, what will you have? Because
Nothing.
And it's funny. It's funny you mentioned that.
Memories, that's it.
What's up?
I said memories, and that's about it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really funny you mentioned that because we were talking about Call of Duty Ghosts. So I think Black Ops 2 was the first. Black Ops 2 came out before Modern Warfare 3.
Yes.
Came out.
Yes.
Black Ops 2 was the first Call of Duty to have microtransactions in the form of buying in camos. All the other games had, as well as the Peacekeeper submachine gun, which I still am pissed about. All these years later, I'm still mad about the Peacekeeper being locked behind a fucking paywall.
Yeah.
So
I bought it.
yeah, I did too. Fuck you.
Me too.
I know
We
who
all
I am.
did we all? Yes,
I'm
not
proud.
alone.
I'm proud that I bought it. Okay, fuck you.
Yeah, dude. The Peacekeeper's good, bro. Anyway,
It was too good to pass up.
It's true.
Launched.
It did, dude. It's because it was a fucking SMG mobile weapon with fucking AR range. Anyway, we're not gonna talk about it. We're not talking about it. Anyway.
Just like the honey badger.
Oh,
God, yes.
oh.
Yes. Okay, but yeah, so what was it? Ghosts. I was playing Ghosts the other day on my PlayStation 3. And I had a fucking outfit. I bought the astronaut outfit because I wanted to be a fucking astronaut running around because fuck you, that shit's cool. Years ago, and I'm like, it didn't work. I tried to click on it, and it just you need to download from the PlayStation Store. And I was like, okay, well, let me go to the PlayStation Store on the PlayStation 3, and it just doesn't work. It just doesn't exist anymore. I'm like, fuck, I bought this. I want to be an astronaut, goddammit. And yeah, it's funny to see something like that dilapidate so quickly, like Ghost isn't that. Ghost is, I guess, pretty old, but it's not that old in terms of the games that we play,
I think it's 2018, 2016. I want to say. I'll look it up.
I can look it up right now. 2013.
Holy fucking shit!
Wow,
Almost
Also-
10 years old. So it actually is.
Yeah.
The DE's stocks, they sold 61% for $73 million.
Oh. Oh.
So that's about 160, give or take.
Oh, that's pretty good. They were bought out by Tencent, so
Yes,
Yeah.
Chinese company.
yeah. But
Company I don't really like, but as long
company
as they
that
don't have a hold of a like the main hold of Warframe, I will still support Warframe.
I agree, absolutely. Warframe isn't dead on any console. Of course
Well,
it's
that was
not.
like that isn't very true. That is
Yeah,
very true.
I mean, it kind of sucks on the Switch because the
Movement
controls,
is
yeah,
kind
the
of funky.
movement just doesn't feel very good. I just don't like using the controller um on the Switch, but I even have like a what do you call that? A pro gamer controller or whatever for the Switch.
The Pro Controller.
Yeah, I use that. But I'm also a bougie bitch who spent $300 on a scuff controller for my PlayStation.
Yeah.
No,
Sheesh.
let me say this right now. I'm not a shill or a whore for scuff. Buy a fucking scuff controller.
I bought one. It lasted me 2 years. It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know,
Why
want
haven't
me
I
to say
seen your
something?
stuff controller yet?
Wait, what?
So my keyboard and mouse cost more than that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Okay,
You
but
have
they
way
don't-
more to it. But that's the cool thing about the scuff controller is that, stick drift is such a crazy easy thing. It happens with every fucking controller you buy. It doesn't matter if you buy it from GameStop, Walmart, straight from Sony. Stick drift. I've had stick drift.
Especially with the PS4.
Yes, the PS4 is so fucking bad. It's kind of pissing me off.
I've
It
never
pissed
had the
me
issue
off.
with an Xbox controller.
It pissed me off so bad I bought a scuff controller. Uh, but I haven't had it. It happened once with my scuff, and I looked up how to reset the sticks, and it's fine. That was like a year ago, and the thumbsticks wear out. I just buy new ones. I get a pair for $10, and they just ship in the
Yep.
mail.
You know what I just thought of right now?
What's that?
Sorry, Corn.
No, you're good.
You know the meme from Invincible? Look what they have to do to mimic a fraction of our power.
Yeah.
PC players talking to console players about scuff controllers.
Literally facts. Listen. I may be a console pleb, but I am aware that
I am
that PC
making
is,
the
like,
move
almost
to
objectively
PC.
better.
Yeah, it's just like a bigger library, more accurate movements. A little. I'm still learning the master keyboard, even though I played a few hundred hours on PC. I'm still learning it,
Yeah,
but
get Payday 2.
I haven't.
Please. Oh,
What
he
are
already
you
has
talk-
it. He just needs
what?
to download it.
You
He just
I
doesn't
just
play
got it.
with us because he hates us.
you fucking slut. If you don't get on
Why
Payday
so
2 the
mean
next
to
time
me?
we get on, I'm gonna cry. You're gonna make me cry.
So
my guy.
I just wanna kind of go back to Dolan's point about his keyboard and mouse cost more than your controller.
Yeah.
Does your keyboard and mouse cost $100,000?
No.
No. Do you know who Summit 1G is?
Oh God, no.
Yeah, he has a whole ass like diamond final mouse that costs $100,000.
Summit.
That's one of the. It's one of the stupidest fucking purchases you can make because like you start using that mouse, it's gonna oxidize because your sweat and just it's so dumb. But sorry, I just had to put that in there.
Hold
I
on, I'm
will
looking
say
this up.
my entire setup in front of me right now is probably like if you were to buy it all right now, it's probably upwards of over $3,000. My entire setup.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that, bro. Your setup's fucking fire AF. Yeah, that's the fucking one right there.
Sheesh. Oh my god.
Yeah,
That looks
and I'm pretty sure
uncomfortable
there's
as hell.
like 24. I think there's 24 karat.
For the ones listening, it is a red mouse with a silver like racing stripe, effectively, like detail, and there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 16 or 20 diamonds embedded into the mouse
And then
on
there's,
the
like, a
left
bunch
and
of
mouse,
octagon holes.
mouse 1, mouse 2 buttons.
That looks
hexagon holes.
so fucking uncomfortable, dude. That hurts my hand looking at it, to be honest.
I feel like your sweat would go through those like hexagons.
I
and,
think
like,
it's
just
by
damage the
design
mouse.
to like keep
Okay.
sweat out of your off your hand.
Yeah.
You know, the hexagons do not affect that.
They don't.
Does not let sweat in. I will say that because I owned one of those.
Well, I feel like when you move that, the way that it's designed, it would force air into your hand to cool it, so that you wouldn't sweat. That's what it seems.
It's
like
a mouse
to me.
radiator.
Yeah, that's what it kind of looks like to me.
It's an air tank for a mouse.
That's an
It
AC.
says got a big fucking scoop on it.
Bro, who's gonna make the first mouth with a unit so your hand doesn't sweat?
Me.
$1 million idea. Right
Me.
That's actually not a bad
TM,
idea.
TM. Logan, nice idea. TM.
No. So there is a
I
product out
I
there.
get 25% of the profit.
There is a product out there that you can use that will stop your hands from sweating. It's
Oh,
called
Gamer.
GamerGoo. Yes, I have used it multiple times. In fact, I have sampler packs in my drawers right now for whenever I'm in a hardcore session.
Yeah,
What,
Gamer.
does it feel
Mine.
like nut? Does it feel like nut?
No,
Logan.
it feels like regular lotion.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
true.
okay, that's cool.
I got some with my Scuff controller. They shipped some for free with me.
Okay.
So in case you ever do want to get some more, I know a guy that is partnered with them. If you use the code Nacho, you should get like 10% off.
Nacho,
Oh, shit.
Nacho.
Yes.
Okay.
Shout out.
What is
Shout
that
out to-
Pokemon, Dolan?
Yo.
Sorry. What's that Pokemon art on your monitors?
That's Arcanine and Gyarados in like a Japanese style.
So good.
That's really cool.
I wish it would have been a shiny.
I
Gyarados.
love the cardboard boxes.
Everything looks so sick and cool. Cardboard box.
Yeah, I know. It's awesome. I love it. I'm not lying to you.
It looks great. No, that's a 6-head up dog.
I'm
So-
gonna have to sit and bug you because like I don't know shit about computers. To the point to where I have a solid state drive that I don't know how to hook up.
So,
I said Stevie.
I got a question for you real quick,
Oh,
Dolan.
wow.
Yeah.
Why do you need 4 fucking monitors?
Why not?
Streaming.
Okay. So, explain what your 2 right monitors do.
So pretty
Or
much
your left and your right, not your 2 right, because
my left and so the left one is for Streamlabs itself.
Mhm.
The what I use instead of like OBS, I use the Streamlabs version, and I can see everything. I monitor it, even chat on there. It's just to see if like my frame drops, all my alerts and whatnot.
Okay.
The bottom middle, that's my game.
Okay.
Top
You
right
know-
on the computer is for Discord, and then the top one is for my chat, YouTube, or Spotify.
Okay.
Interesting. I would really think you would switch those two. The middle ones.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's just because with that one, I can just look right up and I can see chat.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
That
What's the
is-
bottom one? What's that brand?
It's a Asus Predator.
Ooh.
Did you say
Which
Asus?
Asus.
Okay. I was wondering because I don't know.
Acer or Asus, one of them.
Okay, well, yeah, I was gonna say I have an Acer. I don't know what this is. KA240H. I don't know what the fuck this thing is.
I'll send you a picture of my setup in chat.
But my main quote unquote monitor is literally a Vizio television.
And that's what the top one is a TV. It's just because I'm in the middle of moving right now.
Yeah.
So I literally packed in pretty much everything up except my bed and clothes.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? Actually, we're almost 2 hours in. I think this is probably a good time. I want to, if you guys will go down the row, if you guys want to name drop anything or promote yourselves, I'll put links in the description below of, if anybody has any Twitch channels or anything like that you want to promote. You're more than welcome to do so. Send me the links and I'll put, like I said, I'll put it in description afterwards.
The laptop.
For sure. Well, we'll just go down the line. So,
That seemed like the same as the introduction.
Yep, Dolan.
So I'm also known as a Sharp Cyclops or Cyclops as well. You can find me on pretty much Sharp Cyclops on all platforms. I'm starting to get active again on everything.
Okay, good. Okay, what do you typically stream before I?
It's been Overwatch and Apex lately, but I've been diving into dungeon crawlers, single player games.
Okay, neat. All right, and then Loogie.
So, if you guys want to listen to some stuff inspired by Pink Floyd or whatnot, my new album Paper Planes and Atomic Bombs is out, and by the time this is uploaded, there should be another one on there. The channel's name's Huckaloogie Acoustics. Leave a like, whatever, have a good time.
Share that shit. Do you put it on Spotify
please.
too, or is it?
Not yet. I need to figure that out.
Okay.
It's only YouTube right now.
Okay.
Real quick, if you ever need a metalcore vocalist, Logan, I got you.
Bet.
Yeah, and I've heard his shit. We've all heard his shit. I mean,
It's good. It's good.
it's really good. Okay, Mugga, you stream. You want to point anybody to any direction? What you got?
I am another wanderer on the internet. I am nowhere.
Okay.
He's a nomad.
He's a
You
nomad.
can't find me.
Respectable. Fuck the corpse, man. Fuck the corpos. We don't need them.
You're talking to like the most capitalistic motherfucker.
Exactly. His name is literally federal sales tax on Discord. Like,
Why do you think his name's Oil Finder on my server?
Damn right.
Okay, well, all right. I think that about wraps it up. Appreciate you guys coming out.
It was great.
We'll make this
Yeah, it was a good time.
a more regular thing.
Sure hope so.
Yeah. So, yeah, just keep it. Jesus Christ! How am I gonna close this out?
Let's end it right now. Cut.
Have a good night.